The sun set with a melancholic glow over the township of Kalitcha, casting long shadows that danced with the flickering lights of the modest homes. Children's laughter echoed faintly in the distance, a stark contrast to the underlying tension that gripped the community. The once vibrant streets, now scarred by conflict, bore silent witness to the resilience and spirit of its inhabitants. Among the crumbling buildings and makeshift shelters, Mike, a young soldier with the heart of a lion and the soul of a poet, limped through the narrow alleyways. His uniform, torn and stained with the memories of battle, clung to his weary frame. Mike's eyes, once bright with youthful dreams, now reflected the burden of loss and the weight of survival. As he rounded a corner, the distant hum of a generator caught his attention. The soft glow of a single bulb illuminated a small gathering outside a humble dwelling. Intrigued and desperate for a moment of respite, Mike approached. The warmth of the fire contrasted sharply with the coldness of the night air, drawing him in like a moth to a flame. "Join us, brother," an elderly man called out, gesturing for Mike to sit. His voice carried the wisdom of countless stories and the strength of a community bound by shared struggles. Mike nodded gratefully, easing himself onto a wooden crate. The faces around the fire were a tapestry of emotions: hope, despair, resilience. Among them, one face stood out. A woman, her eyes shimmering with unshed tears, offered him a gentle smile. Her name was Nomsa, a refugee from a neighboring township, displaced by the relentless waves of conflict. Nomsa's story mirrored Mike's in many ways. She had lost her home, her family, and the life she once knew. Yet, in the midst of the chaos, she had found solace in small acts of kindness and the unyielding spirit of those around her. As the night deepened, stories were shared, and laughter mingled with the crackling of the fire. Mike found himself drawn to Nomsa's strength and grace. Her voice, soft yet powerful, spoke of dreams that refused to die and a future that still held a flicker of hope. As they exchanged stories, a bond began to form, a connection forged in the crucible of shared suffering and the desire for a brighter tomorrow. Days turned into weeks, and Mike and Nomsa's friendship blossomed into something deeper. They found comfort in each other's presence, their hearts entwined like the roots of a tree, seeking nourishment from the same soil of hope. Together, they navigated the challenges of their harsh reality, finding beauty in the simplest of moments: a sunrise, a child's laughter, the embrace of a friend. Life in Kalitcha was a constant struggle, but Mike and Nomsa faced it with unwavering determination. They became pillars of their community, offering support and compassion to those in need. Mike, with his military training, organized patrols to protect their neighborhood, while Nomsa set up a makeshift clinic, using her knowledge of traditional medicine to tend to the sick and wounded. One fateful night, a fierce storm swept through the township, tearing apart homes and leaving destruction in its wake. Amidst the chaos, a cry for help pierced the air. Mike and Nomsa, without a second thought, rushed towards the source of the sound. A young girl was trapped beneath the debris of her collapsed home. With immense effort and teamwork, they managed to free the girl and bring her to safety. The community rallied together, rebuilding what was lost and finding strength in their unity. Through their actions, Mike and Nomsa inspired hope and resilience, proving that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit could shine brightly. As the seasons changed, so did the landscape of Kalitcha. Slowly but surely, the community began to rebuild, not just their homes, but their lives. Mike and Nomsa's love flourished, a beacon of hope amidst the ruins. They dreamed of a future where their children would grow up in a world free from the shadows of war, where laughter and joy would fill the air. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, Mike took Nomsa's hand. They stood on a hill overlooking the township, their hearts filled with a mixture of sorrow for what had been lost and hope for what could be. "Nomsa," Mike whispered, his voice filled with emotion, we've been through so much. But we've come out stronger. I don't know what the future holds, but I want to face it with you by my side." Nomsa's eyes glistened with tears of happiness as she nodded. "Together, Mike, we'll build a future full of love and hope." Life in the township continued to pose challenges, but Mike and Nomsa faced them with unwavering resolve. They became symbols of resilience and love, their story spreading like wildfire through the community. Their journey was far from over, but they faced each day with courage and an unshakable belief in the power of love and unity. The township of Khayelitsha, once marred by the scars of conflict, began to heal. New homes were built, schools were established, and a sense of normalcy slowly returned. Mike and Nomsa's clinic grew, providing essential care to those in need, while Mike's patrols ensured the safety of their community. As the years passed, their love only deepened, rooted in the hardships they had overcome together. They celebrated the small victories and found joy in the everyday moments. Their story became a beacon of hope, inspiring others to believe in the possibility of a brighter tomorrow. One crisp morning, as the first rays of sunlight broke through the clouds, Mike and Nomsa stood hand in hand, watching the dawn of a new day. The township, now a thriving community, bustled with life and energy. Children played in the streets, their laughter echoing through the air, while the scent of fresh bread wafted from the local bakery. Mike looked at Nomsa, his heart swelling with pride and love. "We did it, Nomsa. We turned our dreams into reality." Nomsa smiled, her eyes shining with happiness. "Yes, we did. And we'll continue to build a future full of love, hope, and endless possibilities." As the sun rose higher in the sky, casting its golden light over the township, Mike and Nomsa knew that their journey was far from over. There would be new challenges to face, but they would face them together, their hearts intertwined and their spirits unbroken. Years later, the story of Mike and Nomsa became a legend in Khayelitsha. Their love and resilience had transformed not only their lives but the lives of countless others. The community they had helped build stood as a testament to the power of hope and unity in the face of adversity. Mike and Nomsa, now elders in their community, continued to inspire and guide the younger generation. Their love story was a reminder that even amidst the rubble of war-torn streets, the human spirit could find solace and strength in the embrace of another. As the sun set over Khayelitsha, casting long shadows that danced with the flickering lights of the modest homes, a new generation carried forward the legacy of Mike and Nomsa. Bound by their shared experiences of loss and hardship, they clung to the hope of a brighter tomorrow, knowing that love and resilience would always light the way.